All right, what is up, y'all? It is your girl Queen Bee coming to y'all with yet another reaction. Y'all, I just want to tell y'all now, happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. Y'all, make sure y'all enjoy your loved ones, cherish the moments, build memories. Just try not to discuss politics, y'all, because some of your people probably voted for Kamala. And we all know we voted for Trump. So to keep the, you know, down. Just enjoy them, Cherish that moment, build memories, y'all, because tomorrow is not promised to us. So live every day like it's tomorrow. That's the goal at the end of the day. Now, with that being said, y'all, some people um really just don't know how to take the L. So of course I'm back with my boy Benny Johnson and be on the ones and twos, y'all, getting y'all right for the holidays. This topic is yikes. Drunk, unrecognizable. Kamala Harris goes on a slurring, blurry eye video rant. Trump broke her, but not only Trump, y'all, the American people, we did too. We played a part. So with that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and dive on into the video and we're going to chat it up towards the end. Let's go.
Julian. I don't know where I felt like I get a little drink around here, do you, bud?
Oh my God.
What's up, guys? Boy Benny. You don't have to click publish, okay? Not everything that you shoot is going to be a banger. Sometimes it's a bust, and you got to scrap the project. This is just the reality of working in communications and content. You're just not going to get what you want sometimes.
Right.
The last thing you want to do is publish something that's humiliating, embarrassing, or that ends up hurting your brand. And so you have to have discernment as to what should go on the internet. That is something that the DNC clearly lacks. DNC last night published a obviously drunk Kamala Harris, bleary-eyed and slurring her words through what was supposed to be an inspirational speech, but in reality was more like the last drunk chick at the bar, like three-time divorcee. Cougar who's sitting in the corner, blackout, like trying to talk to her friend. And it looked like this.
Never let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did.
What is that? Why would you voluntarily put this out? This isn't a leaked video. This isn't like a leak of Kamala Harris thought she was talking to a private Zoom call and nobody knew they were recording and TMZ got the video. No, defeated and deflated Kamala Harris breaks silence with bleary-eyed message to supporters about their purpose following devastating loss of Trump. It's actually a 10-minute video.
Wow.
It's 10 minutes long. She can't even open her eyes.
It be your own people.
She's slurring her words. A deflated-looking Kamala Harris reemerged to film a 10-minute video that was posted on the X account of the Democratic Party. She dressed in workwear for the video that appeared to be in a living room and looked bleary-eyed as he delivered the message. Many thought that she was drunk. Commenters suggested she wasn't sober.
Wow.
Here's the actual post. This is from the @Democrat Party. We have 1 million more followers than the official handle of the Democrat Party. So winner, chicken dinner. Democrat Party decided to post this voluntarily. You need to ask yourself why. Why? Look at the ratio here. 19,000 comments to 9,000 reposts, 17 million views. Have you been drinking? She's hosed. This is your liver. This is your liver on alcohol.
Man.
Oh, man. Why would the Democrat put this video out of clearly drunk Kamala? They want her career over. Everyone's saying the same thing. She's drunk, and she's obviously being sabotaged here.
If I tell you to sleep.
It's amazing.
I have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th.
What is this?
And you have the same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage and inspire.
The drunk
So
chick at the
don't
bar.
ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you. And you gave all that you could to support our campaign. Because of your efforts, get this, we raised an historic 1.4 campaign. Because of your efforts,
Look at that face.
But hold on, Benny, let me get you. But ain't your campaign in debt? 20 mil? I mean, it's floating around the surface that everybody that was, coming to perform at the campaign, y'all was paying. And a lot. I guess. Yeah, it be your own people, y'all. Who would put this out like her? She's clearly taking it hard, too. I mean, the entire blue people are taking it hard. Like, this is the meltdown that caused all the meltdowns, believe it or not. And a lot of people that bagged her up. These are the people that caused these meltdowns that's going on that we see and that we're laughing to on the daily, y'all. These are the people who did it. These people right here. This is the person who's clearly not her regular self. Y'all was about to vote to run another 4 years. Are y'all serious? This is the person y'all was about to vote in the office that has opened the border after finding out they lost to let more undocumented migrants up in here. This is who. Y'all wanted to go another 4 years like this, and not to mention all the other mess that come along with this entire the entire staff, her entire back, and like all this other stuff that's going on.
Is that the face of an actual happy person? No, it's like the Joker smiling in Batman. It's not a real smile. There's not actual joy behind it. There's no light behind those eyes. It's actual pain. Like they think we're stupid. But we see through this now.
Look at this. We raised an historic $1.4 billion, almost $1.5 billion. You're
in debt.
You
raised a
Benny.
historic $1.4 billion. You spent all that money on Oprah. How is that a win?
Benny,
you spent it on giving it. You gave that money to Al Sharpton. You gave that money to multi-millionaire actors and actresses, washed up singers, Lizzo. You paid for Lizzo's private jet. You paid $2.5 million to Oprah, who's a billionaire.
Cardi B.
So you stole money. You stole money from little grannies in Minnesota that have been psyoped into thinking Trump's Hitler. They gave you their last $10 in their bank account, and then you forked all that over to Oprah.
And
the
other
whole
people.
thing, your entire campaign was a Ponzi scheme.
knocked on doors. You called friends. You called in favors. You said, hey, I showed up at your softball game. Now I need you to show up at the campaign office.
She's blackout. She's slurring.
She's something.
She's drunk. We've watched, sadly, hundreds of hours of Kamala Harris speeches. This is the worst I've ever seen. Look, she can't even open her eyes. You don't see the white. You see the whites of her eyes.
What?
You can't even see the white. You can't even see inside of her eyes.
Time it was personal for you, and I am thankful because I know your character is such that you're not gonna get knocked down, and you're in this fight, and you're in it for all the right reasons, and I know that about you. It's why you're part of this call right now, and all the work that you did over those 107 days and even before. That's your nature. And the outcome of this election obviously is not what we wanted. It is not what we worked so hard for. But I am proud of the race we ran.
Are you?
And your role in this was critical. What we did in 107 days was unprecedented. Think about the coalition that we built. And we were so intentional about that.
Y'all quit before y'all even knew y'all lost.
It was unprecedented. The coalition you built, you were so intentional. What is this corporate jargon speak? It's like double speak.
She ain't got the piece in her ear.
It's new language from 1984. Nothing that she's saying makes sense. And she takes
so
long to say it. That felt like 100 years listening to this short mashup. That was only...
It's unscripted. She ain't got that piece in her ear. Ain't nobody talking to her. They like, you lost. So ain't no need of us telling you dust in your ear no more. It's unscripted, y'all. This is the original cut we getting right now. This is nobody speaking through that earpiece telling her what to say. Oh, Lord. So this is her without the earpiece. Unscripted. And drinking. And y'all wanted this for another 4 years. This is who y'all was about to want to try to make a president for the next 4 years. This is who y'all want right here. We did good, y'all. We did good. We did good.
90 seconds. Felt like I feel like I'm in a nursing home now. Listening to the very end of it. Look at the expression in her face. Bro, she looks so beat up. Trump broke Kamala. Trump broke Kamala.
Coming from Benny. Benny.
Let's go ahead and check in on some of the reactions. Kamala just emerged and looked like she plowed through 12 cases of Cabernet and then decided to join the Wicked Movies Insufferable Press Tour. That's from Danny. You should follow Danny. He's on our team. He's a great producer. Kamala is so broke that she's reciting old speeches on boxed wine.
Never let anyone take your joy from you. I call myself a joyful warrior. Right? Never let anyone take your joy from you. You do what you gotta do. And isn't that a wonderful way to live? To know you have purpose. I just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so awful. Kamala Harris threatens to run for president again. The Democrat Party posts this. How many bottles do you think she's gone through since election day? What happened to...
Look at it.
You remember Hillary Clinton wrote the book, What Happened? Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Holy smokes. Yeah, I don't think Willie Brown would. Even now. Yikes is right. Shame on our staff for releasing this. This is embarrassing. Also, why would she let herself be filmed in this state, says Meghan McCain. Kamala delivers a message to the dejected supporters bragging about how she raised $1.5 billion.
That's y'all putting her in front of the red map.
Failed campaign. It was a giant scam. Her campaign finally admits that the internal polling never had Harris ahead of Trump. The entire thing was a money laundering Ponzi scheme. My aunt, after her 5th glass of wine on Thanksgiving, Kamala Harris should have released her first video since the election, and she sounds like a drunk girl hyping me up in the women's restroom.
Yee.
Who in the right mind let Kamala Harris post this is what everyone's asking. Kamala Harris's message to her voters. Man,
It's
I really hope she
embarrassing.
runs again. Worst candidate ever. You are not watching SNL. This is a video of Democrats put out for Kamala. This is, I think that's a meme. I think it's a meme. Live look at Democrats pretending that they never saw Kamala Harris give a drunk-ass goodbye speech. When Hillary lost, she was fully entitled to get drunk as a bum for a couple months. But Kamala is our current sitting VP. She should be focused on all that's going on in the world. What a disgrace. What a great point.
She focused on hitting that bottle to her mouth.
Failed presidential candidate Kamala Harris has released a new video and statement to her supporters. First on-camera speech since conceding the election. She's drunk AF. Kamala drunk and high in her hotel room. Every time Kamala Harris talks to a camera like this, it makes me feel like I'm back bartending, drunk suburban mom pleading with me to go back and finish college.
Oh my God. They is taking her
So the bartenders
out.
are chiming in saying, yes, authentically drunk. I'm not going to say Kamala Harris is drunk, but there will be signs. Kamala's latest video reminded a drunk college girl and her single friend's pep talk at 2 a.m. She's missing a slurry, I'm serious, guys. They probably cut that out. Whoa, I'm calling for an immediate intervention into Kamala Harris for Russia collusion. Investigation into Kamala Harris for Russia collusion. My sources say that she's consumed all Russian vodka. Kamala Harris' speech was something else. She has to be the dumbest effing person to ever run for president. Doesn't even realize how effing dumb she is and how bad this all looks. To all the people that donated $1.5 billion to Kamala Harris, your money was flushed down the toilet. After watching Kamala's weak, cringe, wasted video, you have little doubt if she'd won, the USA would have been over forever. Clearly. Honestly, Kamala going on a bender in Hawaii, tearing through a case of rosé, and going on a bizarre self-empowerment videos while lit is the most amusing and relatable thing she's done all year. Her favorability jumps next week. I will read a 5,000-word article on how this got approved before release. Is she drunk?
That's
Everyone's
crazy.
saying. She came completely unburdened by what has been. Take some time to reflect on the fact that they posted this on purpose, says Tim Murtaugh, who's joining the incoming Trump administration, who's was Trump's senior political advisor. They posted this on purpose. They're trying to destroy her career.
That's crazy.
Dial-up modem sound played on an infinite loop is more bearable than the 28 seconds of whatever this says Congresswoman Virginia Fox. DNC posted this video of Harris in a clear attempt to tank her political future. Everyone's saying the same thing. No video like this would have ever been released by a politician who is not hated by her staff. Piers Morgan. Good grief. Why would you have posted this? She looks and sounds like a broken woman. Ladies and gentlemen, it's really, really painful. It's far more tolerable, actually, with a map of Kamala Harris.
So much.
Map of Donald Trump's massive victory behind Kamala Harris. And because I think it's funny, we'll end with
To
this.
me and to Governor Walz, that you knocked on doors, you called friends, you called in favors. You said, hey, you know, I showed up at your softball game. Now I need you to show up at the campaign office. You put in the time. It was personal for you. Because of your efforts, get this, we raised an historic $1.4 billion, almost $1.5 billion. The work must continues of reminding ourselves that we have an ability to stay engaged in a way that will make a difference. The work that you all did, it's going to have lasting effect. Yeah, no, the election didn't turn out like we wanted it to. Certainly not as we planned for it to. And I know this is an uncertain time. I'm clear-eyed about that. I know you're clear-eyed about it. And it feels heavy.
More like blurry-eyed.
And I just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th.
Really?
And on this practical eve of Thanksgiving, I wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving with the ability and to find the ability at this moment to take a moment and just reflect on all the good you have done.
I drink the debt. I drink the debt. I drink the debt. I drink the debt. I drink my Trump. I drink the debt. I drink my Trump. I drink the debt. I drink the debt. I drink my Trump. I drink the debt. I drink the debt. Get out of here. Baby, just stop spreading the lies. They is all hurt about this because they just knew they had this in the bag. They just knew. But what they did not know is that we was on it this year, baby. We ain't come to play. We ain't come to play. And they so hurt, and all these meltdowns and all this stuff that's going on is because they just knew they had it in the bag, y'all. But again, and that they thought that by, and I'm telling you, this is the reason what made me turn to him is because they were always on this one man. And I'm like, why? You don't think that me starting my journey 2 years ago didn't have a lot of other people like, why? Because and then actually seeing, I think this was one of the things that did it too, when this man got indicted, the first president in history to get indicted and get a mugshot. And then they're watching, like, and you got people who's been watching Trump since he was in office and got out. You know, people are watching, they're paying attention. Not only that, we all have been experiencing these last 3.5 years of like really, really, you know, struggling, trying to make ends meet. And this is all going with them in there. You know what I'm saying? Right now. So people are waking up. People are waking. The map showed that a lot of people said, hell no, we won't go another freaking 4 years with this BS. I cannot do it. We cannot do it. And I ain't gonna lie, I was praying, y'all. When I went in there, I already knew who I was voting for. I already had in my mind made up and everything. Since I've been on the journey for the past 2 years, I've been voting, red. Like I, mm-mm, 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 no. So I mean, they taking it hard, and you know what I'm saying. It's crazy because it's like, yo, and we're all human. You think to yourself, you're like, I want to feel sorry just a pinch, but then it's like, oh hell freaking no, because guess what? Had it went the other way, y'all, for real, like let's be for real. Had it been the other way, they was already planning to put Trump up under the jail. You know what I'm saying? Hitting him with all that other type of mess. Like they would have done that. Had they won Trump support, they would have been still going how they been going. You know what I'm saying? So why would we treat them like they treat us? Now it's all right to laugh. You know what I'm saying? It's all right to laugh. But is it right for us to treat them how they treat us? That's it for me, y'all. That is it for me. Look here. I was just talking ish. No, hell no. Forget that. Because if it was them, it would be worse. So enjoy, y'all. Happy holidays. Enjoy your family. Get yourself a nice little sip. Try not to get Kamala wasted. Okay. That's it for me, y'all. Somebody take my mic. I got to get out of here.